Hey, yeah. Candy. Yeah. Give me a call when you get a chance. Bitch, shut up. So, yeah. So, mentally slow, crazy biological family. Fake foster family. Do you even know that your sister, daughter, well, the biological parents are deceased, your sister, your niece, your cousin, your aunt, do y'all know or even care that I am falsely against my will, falsely accused of being a terrorist and a crazy person, potentially violent, and put on a watch list? Do y'all really think it's funny? Y'all really think it's fucking funny? People from my past or anybody that, if you see your average person who doesn't perp me, who doesn't gang stalk me or doesn't bully or harass me or who's not a narcissistic abuser. And even narcissistic abusers can't help but to admit that Candy, she's quiet. But yeah, they said that about the doggone whatever 9/11 so called terrorists or people who blew up schools or whatever. I don't even do that. You know, I have no interest. I think I talked about this before. I have no interest in terrorizing people, being a terrorist, or blowing up buildings or anything like that. I don't have any access to any explosives, guns, or anything like that. Right about now, I don't even have access to a knife and don't care to have access to a knife anyway. You know, so I mean, if I had been on this terrorist watch list as a harmless female, and they do this to you when you're a whistleblower of government corruption, or if you leave a cult, or you expose Freemasonry and the Illuminati, or if you just woke to the truth, you know. So, um, I see my family, foster and biological family. They're not woke and not interested in being woke to the truth. But if I tell them a lie personally, they'll be like, "Don't you lie to me," in which I don't. I mean, I've lied before and told lies before, but I usually tell the truth, and people try to suppress the truth, and the lie gets more worship than the actual truth, and the truth gets hated, ignored, and shunned. So, all you people out there, I'm letting y'all know I'm not a terrorist. They put innocent people on the watch list, um, who know too much. You know, I'm surprised there are some people who I went to school with who claim to be woke to the truth. But, I don't know if they get called crazy or if they get gang stalked. Um, like, I mean, guess what they did? They just forced diarrhea me and hold up. I had to use more than half of this pack of Huggies to wipe myself because if I use, if I would have used that much of toilet paper, it would have stopped up the toilet. That's how much when you have that forced random diarrhea. And sometimes, like I think a couple of days ago, they forced diarrhea me, and it was some blood, like bloody diarrhea, like some blood in the diarrhea. So I had the random forced diarrhea, and I had to put the wipes in the dirty wipes in the bag and put it in the garbage can. I mean, I experienced nobody believed me about the vibrating torture. I've been trying to find answers for a long time, and I finally got the answers of why my body is vibrating, and I was forced into homelessness, and because of them attacking me with electronic weapons, directed energy weapons. Go look that up. Do technology. I mean, they say that Michael Jackson, Tupac, Whitney Houston were targeted individuals being hit with directed energy weapons. And when they tried to drown Whitney Houston and her daughter too, the exact same ritualistic way, I mean, and y'all still believe it's just a coincidence and an accident. Or y'all probably think, oh, well, Bobby Christina just wanted to follow in her mom's footsteps, or they just or that she just wanted to be like her mom. No, it's not like that, you know. Or I even was brainwashed to believe the lie about Aaliyah. I think she was targeted too. Damn. I don't even know if she was born targeted. Well, if she was born selected for the Illuminati, but I don't know. And I heard she tried to resist, and that's why they killed her. But I'm gonna admit, I still wrestling with myself and struggle to believe about the transgender thing. But it's like I guess I have to believe it's true. I don't know. It's like bizarre and painful that people say whoever is a man in the entertainment industry is really a woman, and whoever is a woman is really a man. So, I mean, some people say that if you think a celebrity is on drugs, it's actually them being MK Ultra. And no, I'm not sick, because come to find out, a lot of people say that if you're a targeted individual dealing with electronic harassment, electronic torture, and being followed around and gang stalked, if any of my family sees this video, my family needs to know who Alex Dupree is and Stars 15K Star Bricker. Now, do you really care? Any of my family members? Do any of y'all care about your cousin, your niece, your sister, your aunt, your great aunt? Because I got great nieces and nephews at a young age. Do any of y'all care about me being isolated, single, and alone and by myself? All y'all care is about a damn petty argument that y'all manipulated and created. A childish petty argument that y'all still freaking grudging against me years later. Or you're grudging against me because of you don't like the way I dress or my hair looks. Is I mean, go look at one of my more recent videos. A commenter put on there that I have a beautiful soul. So, I mean, even narcissistic dyke Masonic Mary from that Super 6 motel, she couldn't help but to admit that, well, you're one of the most quiet. And she said that even the young Indian guy, yeah, the one who gave me the bloody bed sheets to sleep on, that Indian guy, she said that he even told her that I'm one of the most quiet people in the building, and that, I stay to myself. But I didn't mean for any trouble. I'm just filming the doggone gang stalkers, and now they're vibrating my right foot again. So, and then laugh while they do this twisted, sadistic, wicked shit. You know, if even neighbors, narcissistic neighbors, Patricia Horton likes to be called Pat, but I call her Krusty Mandyke, folks, because she's a narcissistic abuser, and she was just a freaking next door neighbor who acted like she delusionally believed she had high authority over me from Los Angeles. You know, so she even admitted that she's a narcissist, not fake hypocrite narcissistic abuser. But she's like, she even acted like she couldn't help but to admit that I'm one of the realest people she ever met. So many people tell me that they glad to see that I'm real, and that I'm that they love to see me speaking the truth. But it's mainly, it's not all that many, but people have told me that they appreciate me standing for truth and fighting against corruption and lies. I feel heartbroken that my biological mom, Frances Grandpre, had passed away and died. Even though she used to perp me too, but I think she was targeted too. But me, I don't perp nobody. And now Alex Dupree and his and that vice handler guy and Stars 15K, they're harassing me because they want me to join the Masonic cult, y'all. And they want me to sell out. That's why they're doing this to me. I never been crazy. They've been wanting I guess they front like nobody likes me or nobody. People have been watching me all this time. The foster mom used to have the Kraft family across the street stalk and spy on us from when we were little. That's why I feel like she put me in a program. And I'm going to keep talking. Y'all ain't going to shut me up. And so, I mean, I broke away from the IDMR cult, and I dealt with some Christian cults and some without realizing and then finding out that I was in a cult again, and then, but so I just stay away from every church now. I stay away from every church now and just read the Bible and pray by myself. And I know we're supposed to forsake not assembling, but a church is not a building made with hands, not even fancy hands. The church is the body of Christ, and you just, two people can talk on the phone or talk in person and pray or whatever and read the Bible and practice, encouraging each other, excuse me, rather than kicking each other down, you know. But it's like, yeah, there are people who tell me that they know I'm quiet and stay to myself, and they describe me as to be of the light and have a lot of light and tell me that I'm a beautiful soul, you know. and and some people say that that's the reason why I'm being targeted, and they want me to be corrupted and evil like them. You know, I didn't know what I was doing being bad when I was little, when I was younger, but I didn't realize I was bad because I was acting out abuse that happened to us. You know, it's like narcissistic abuse. Pretty much almost everybody in the environment, and I'm wondering, is it a New Orleans thing that people think so highly of themselves and delusionally believe they're more amazing and better than everybody else, and nothing you can do to tear them down, but they tear you down. And so I said, some people say that they're surprised that me and my twin sister, that we, even though I'm blocked from success, blocked from employment, that's why I got my books, and people gonna tear that down too. And my little short stories and stuff, they blocked, me from, or they create a setup or a scenario to block me from something when they know I'm about to be successful. Just like when I was this close to getting housing, and the landlord bailed out on me earlier this year. It happened several times this year when I was going looking around for housing. So it's like they want to keep me homeless, and I don't deserve shit until or unless I sell my soul to Satan. I have proof of screenshots of that Sergeant Stalker guy. He falsely claims to be Alex's cousin. And I'm a whole 37 years old. And Alex's so-called cousin, Sergeant Stalker, acting like he wanted to try to bribe me into selling my soul and becoming famous. I don't care about Howard Stern or Adam Sandler. I don't like them. I don't care. Fuck them and fuck Hollywood. Fuck helly weird, smelly weird, whatever you want to call it. So they say if you're a targeted individual, you're a victim of human trafficking, MK Ultra, and human experimentation and eugenics. Look up eugenics if you don't know what eugenics is. So that's why nobody wanted me to get pregnant or have any babies or get married, because I'm not one of them. And that man on Yahoo Answers back in 2007 said, discontinue your, he said, discontinue your gene pool now. No child deserves to have a parent like you or go through whatever, because I said I had 2 strokes when I was 5, and that's when his response was, discontinue your gene pool now. No child deserves to go through whatever, and so, so many people have treated me like they wanted me wiped off of the face of this earth. But some people say that but I mean, I feel like I can't accept being told that I'm of the light because I sin and do bad stuff. Well, it was bad in the eyes of God. And it's not that bad. I'm not trying to minimize it, but I cuss like a sailor. I don't eat fast food anymore. But you know, I guess I relapsed with the sugar addiction or sweets addiction, and but I've been trying to go back to bettering myself. It's harder to eat healthier being homeless on the streets, and I can't go to the homeless soup kitchens because it's abuse and bullying there. And the homeless people, they smoke on me. They smoke around very close on me, and they cough on me on purpose and smoke on around me. And if I say, hey, don't cough on me, um there's an argument, and then they go to threatening me with a knife. Bitch, I'll kill you. I cut up people who act like they think they're too good to stand in the soup kitchen line and stuff like that. I don't think I'm too good. You don't have a right to freaking cough on me because I know you're a gang stalking perp and you say stuff like that. You perp for drug money. And so me, I don't perp nobody. But I said, how many people are actual druggies on the street, in which I don't do drugs, but my past drug was junk food, sweets, and fast food, in which I minimize that. I don't eat really any fast food anymore, especially mainstream fast food. And I seldom eat burgers anymore. And I don't even really eat fried chicken or fried chicken or fried fish. If I do get it, it'll be baked or something like that. um I need to practice to not eat so much sausage. And I hate bacon, but sometimes they put it in my food. I just take it. But I need to stop eating like sausage and bacon. Like, and well, I mean, I've been reducing eating sausage and bacon, trying to reduce it, and because I know that's not good. And but if I go to Zoe's and have a shrimp and steak kebab, which is really good, that meal, but it doesn't fill me up, and it's like $15. And I only had it like twice recently, you know, so I can't even afford to eat like that. So that's why I'd be spending like with my Social Security and SSI money. I spend my own money on meals because can't carry around a lot of belongings because I get treated with worse abuse for being obvious homeless, and the storage unit won't let me store food in there. They don't even want me to store a canister of salt in there, and so I um just have to eat out every meal, but I try to keep it to a minimum, like $5 or $10. And I'm mostly banned from soup kitchens, or either that or just don't want to go because they play so many games, and I hate to get into arguments with people 3 to 5 times a day. I mean, about 3 times a day, 3 meals a day. So it's pointless. So that's why I just eat out And sometimes every now and then I might carry a little bit of food, like maybe a can of beans and a pack of tortillas, but I can't refrigerate it, so I don't give it to other homeless on the streets or something. Or I might carry around some granola bars or some almonds, or maybe some peanut butter packs and crackers or something like that. But or maybe a little bit of fruit every now and then. But the way I have to live is freaking bizarre. You know, I never thought that this is how I'm forced to live. But I know people would try to stop me from raising donations for a van to live in, um, or an RV, or even, I mean, because people don't want me to have shit. Everything good I get gets quote unquote confiscated by narcissistic abusers or destroyed by sociopathic gang stalking perps. And so it's like I said that people, how many people who are victims of narcissistic abuse, satanic ritual abuse, um, gang stalking, pedophilia, other rape and abuse or whatever, how many of them are on drugs because of that? And because of what me and my twin sister, that's why I heard some people who've been victims of abuse become abusers. But at 22 years old, I it was on Valentine's Day. I decided I don't want to be an abuser like everybody else. I don't want to continue hurting people because I've been hurt. So glad to have break that cycle. I didn't want to be an abuser, you know, like everybody else, and trying to do the right thing. That was that day. It was Valentine's Day, 2006. It was after Hurricane Katrina, and I was suicidal, very suicidal, and just going crazy about just everything that was going on around me. But you know, and then also that the way they did me dirty with my car. You know, I could have still had that car, that Hyundai Elantra, and and then I was kept ignorant about a lot of things, and I also think that was what hindered my success in life too, to be made to be ignorant about a lot of stuff. Let me give you an example. Um, my the lady at Catholic Charities and the girl at Opening Doors, well, they didn't tell me to go look for housing in Fort Walton Beach and Santa Rosa County and Milton and all these other surrounding cities. I thought I just had to stay in Pensacola. But, you know, I didn't find out until recently after I'm no longer in the program because I couldn't find housing. And it had that beautiful tiny little cottage that was away from noise. And the gang stalkers came right after me and they were driving around. It was a raggedy model, older model of some luxury car. I don't remember what it was. But if y'all have a freaking car and y'all have a roof over your head, why the hell if I'm trying to get housing and that man was going to give me that cottage to live in, well, not give it to me, but, you know, rent it to me. And then that's how they do when it comes to trying to find housing or jobs. They lie and say they have all their people. How you do that to a 17-year-old child, you know? So they lie and say that they have all their people. And then when I look up, they're still continuing to say now hiring, or they're still advertising their place to for rent. But just lied to me and say that you already got somebody, or that you're no longer accepting people for rent, or somebody that the position, your job position has been filled. Well, why do I see continual Craigslist posts for your posting? That happened with that cottage, and that happened with several other jobs, including Sammy Barker's place on 9 Mile Road. That Sammy Barker's place, that guy. And also the beach job too, the hotel job with the beach. Yeah, they did that to me too. So you can't say I'm lazy, that I don't want to work, that I'm not trying, even though I'm disabled. But you know what? I'm content with not working anymore. No more workplace harassment, workplace mobbing, workplace bullying, and I'll just continue to work on my books. That's it. That's me trying to serve Jesus Christ and work on my books and try to be my own personal spokesperson and defender of other people who don't have a voice or too scared to voice out their abuse of whatever abuse they're going through and feel defenseless and helpless. And I feel defenseless and helpless too, but the only thing weapon I can use is my mouth to fight back. There's nothing else I can use to fight back. And just keep telling my story, getting my story out. And some y'all wicked people, y'all know y'all sold out. Y'all know y'all sold to the devil. Y'all may not be famous, but I didn't realize that you didn't have to be rich or famous to sell out. Cause you sold your soul to the devil, and you driving around in a raggedy old '80s model Pontiac vehicle with that's red with the one headlight, and you're aiming your phone at me, and that's supposed to be something to be proud of. I'm glad to be a gang stalker. Yeah. Bye, bastards.